I'm gonna have a tough time
Can you zoom
reading.
in?
That's what I'm trying to do. I apologize for my outburst.
I'm on the movie, been the foundation. It's time to move. 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 Yeah, it's time to move. 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 Hey, it's time to move. It's time to move.
Hello everyone, I'm D.
I'm R.
And together we are DJR Union. And today we're going to be going over the Full Metal Alchemist cards, which, as we all know, is coming out very soon, as of the recording of this video. And yeah, we're just gonna go over the key cards, talk to you a little bit about them, and our thoughts about how the decks are going to be looking for these for this set.
Exactly, like a really interesting set. I'm probably not as interesting as the Black Clover set was, to be fair, but it's still a lot of interesting cards and a lot of unique mechanics that go hand in hand with each other.
Yeah.
So I am excited to see what this set has to offer, give and take. It's only around the corner. For those of y'all who haven't seen our previous videos when we went more in depth over every single card in this set, they're going to be down in the link in the description below. So go ahead and check those out. But for here, we're just going to be going over the key cards and what the deck might be entitled to around them.
So, moving forward, let's talk about the first card, which I think it's only right to start off with the main character of the series.
You know, Eric himself.
Huh. Yeah. Edward Elric.
Edward Elric. I still did not butcher the name as well. So, anyways, let's see what the 4 energy, 1 AP raid, one of 2 raids, I believe, right?
Oh yes, he does have 2 raids. This one is stuck at 3,500 BP right now.
Oh, why?
Just for right now.
Just for now?
Yeah, because one of his effects is that during your turn, he gains 500 BP.
Okay, that's not bad.
4K.
4K, no standard.
Which is cool. It's weird that instead of just making him a 4K raid, they give him the extra 500 BP as part of his raid mechanic.
During your turn at that.
Yeah, so it's not on your opponent's turn either. Your opponent's still going to only have to deal with a 3,500 BP character, which in a lot of cases is very easy to get over.
Yeah, fairly easy.
But when played, you get to choose one of the following abilities. You get to either draw 2 cards and place one from your hand into the sideline.
Very good, nice draw power.
Oh yeah, love the draw power. But if it is your turn, you may place 1 Alphonse Eric card with 3 or less required energy and 1 AP cost from your sideline set to resting onto your field. And if you do this, you place 1 base card of this rated character into your sideline, and this character will no longer be rated.
Huh, that's actually an interesting way to go about it. So basically you're derating your Edward in order to bring out your Alphonse.
Yes.
In return.
Yep, and it's a good thing, you know, it's kind of like that law of equivalent exchange. You're nerfing this Edward in order to bring out an extra character to help you out. The question does become, how are these Alphonse Erics going to be assisting Edward in these fights? Because you're going to be able to hit a lot of win played abilities, if there are a lot of win played abilities on these Alphonses, which, as you can see below, we actually do have a list of all the 3 or less required Alphonses that you're going to be able to hit with this ability. And by the looks of it, they're nothing to sneeze at. So we're going to actually take a quick dive into a few of them. Next up, 4 energy, 1 action Alphonse. And let's take a look at that BP. Actually, let's take a look at that color trigger.
A color trigger.
He has a color trigger.
A color trigger for 1 AP. You love to see it. I always love to see it. It makes me happy. Puts a nice smile on my face. See the smile? I like to smile.
Yeah. 4K BP character.
That's crazy. Anyways, he has Nullify Impact, which is good because you know he have a lot of impact characters running rampant in the current meta, so you want to know, you want to be able to have to deal with them. Yeah. So in addition to that, when played, you may pay 1 additional AP, and if you do, I can choose one of the abilities listed below. If the character is played with one of your abilities,
like Edwards,
you can replace the choose 1 with choose all instead. And looking at the listed abilities below, he has the first one, which is choose up to 1 character on your opponent's front line and switch to resting, which
that's pretty good.
Pretty good, especially in yellow. We like to see a lot of cards switching cards to resting.
Yeah, we do.
And then another trigger is, another effect I should say, is switch this character to active.
That's pretty good.
So not only are you resting one of your opponent's characters, you're also switching this character to active, just on the fact that you brought it back from the ability of, like, say, your Edward, for example.
Yeah. Now you may be wondering, but the Edward thing said 3 or less, and Alphonse is 4 or less. Well, you see, if this card's in the sideline and you have Gateway of Truth on your field, you get to reduce this card's required energy by 1 while it's in your sideline, meaning that it is indeed targetable by your Edward.
Exactly. So that also leads into, once we go over the card later on, Gate of Truth, and how important that card is going to be in this deck structure.
Spoiler alert, very.
Very, very.
So next up, we got 1 energy, 1 action Alphonse here, 2500 BP. And on your main phase, you can switch them to resting, sideline this card, and place up to 1 Edward Elric card that doesn't have raid from your sideline face up underneath a non-rated Edward Elric with a raid on your front line. And if you do, switch that character to active and it becomes rated.
Nice. So pretty much like you said, you played the rated Edward, you derated to bring back your Alphonse, activate both his abilities to rest only on opponent, not only an opponent's character, but also switch to active your Alphonse, and then you follow up by playing this guy because you're only going to be on your second AP usage once you bring this one out.
Yep.
Now you get to take that one card, that one derated card from your raid, bring it back, raid it back onto your, put it back under your raid. Now all of a sudden it's back to 4K BP.
Yep.
So really nice, good synergy, a nice way to sequence your cards to be able to not only put them into the sideline, but also bring them back, all within the same turn and all within the action economy of the game.
Yeah. Not to mention, it doesn't hurt to play your raid characters by themselves without raiding them, because with this card, you're able to get them into their raid state still. Yeah, you lose out on their when played abilities, which is a huge downside considering how the when played is very important. But for cards like the other Edward that we're about to go over in a second, he will at least have his impact, which makes him useful, at least.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and let's jump to this other Elric that we're going to be discussing in the yellow portion of Full Metal Alchemist.
They are. 4-1 Edward Elric, 4K BP. Impact 1. And then when played, you may perform this ability. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 character or site card among them, and add it to your hand. Place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. Nothing going to sideline. Yeah. However, if you do this ability, you place 1 base card of this rated character into your sideline.
Again, another effect that derates your character in order to trigger its when played effect.
Correct.
Or in the case where you're not really looking for anything, or in the case that you top deck this rated card, but you have no fodder to play, you have no fodder to use for your raid, you play it raw onto the front line, and then you follow up with the Alphonse to take one of your raid fodders from your sideline and slip it right under there. Next thing you know, it has impact and it starts swinging in for damage.
Exactly. Honestly, maybe raw dogging your characters onto the front line isn't such a bad idea.
Exactly. Like you say, you want to put them in raw so that way they can get that nice little bit in, and then next thing you know, it's like, all right, now I'm about to beef it up and start swinging in for some damage.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And while we're in the starter deck, let's take a look at the Alphonse that we get in the starter deck as well, which is a 3-1, 3500 plus BP character. When played, if this character is played with one of your abilities, you get to draw a card, aka if you bring him out with Edward.
That's free card draw.
Yeah.
So you're not only getting a character for free, but you're also getting another card for free.
Which is good.
Plus you're getting a body out. I think that's a 3-for-1.
Yeah.
That's a 3-for-1 just on its own.
That's a 3-for-1? On our 3-1?
I see what you did there.
I know, I'm not funny. Anyways, activate main. Place 2 cards from your hand into the sideline. Once returned, switch this character to active. It gains 500 BP until the end of turn.
Not bad, not bad. So a nice little way, again, to not only bring it back out onto the field, but also buff it up as well as turning it into a 4K beater. Again, putting cards into your sideline, which may seem like a bad thing, but you're just putting in fodder into the sideline to bring back, once again, with Alphonse's ability or your Elric's ability, you're only just going to be continuing to recycle it more and more times.
Yeah. And it's a pretty good ability. We do like it. We do. We support it. We appreciate it. We think it's pretty decent.
Exactly. So we're looking forward to see what the Alphonse Eric combo, or Edward, Elric, the E.
Yeah, the Elric brothers.
Yeah, the E brothers. Yeah, we're gonna see what they're capable of.
Indeed. And then to round out the Elric brothers, we're gonna talk about the 1 energy, 1 action Edward Elric.
My thing just freaking turned itself off. What, the cinnamon toast?
So 2K BP, when played, you get to look at the top 4 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 Edward Elric, Alphonse Elric, or Gateway of Truth card among them, add it to hand, place a rest into the side or at the bottom of your deck in any order, and if you do, place 1 card from your hand to the sideline.
Again, it has the Gate of Truth listed in the card text, which again is a very important card that we're going to go over next, in addition to not only being able to get your Edward, but also your Alphonse into your hand from the top 4 as well. Mm-hmm. So a nice, really good searcher to be able to dig through your deck, as of course we always love digging through our deck, but to also find key pieces that you're going to need to bring out the full game plan.
Indeed. Mm-hmm. So, would you like to take the lead on our gateway to truth?
Gateway
of truth, my fault.
I mean, we're getting to the truth.
Yeah, we are. The truth of this card.
Exactly. So, for 3 energy, 1 AP Gate of Truth, this site cannot be chosen by your opponent's abilities. You see, I was worried at first with Ultimate Mechamaru being in the meta, and it's like, all right, so now not only am I getting clapped, but now you're gonna destroy my sites too?
Yeah.
Nah, not with Gate of Truth. You don't have that insight to freaking destroy it, bro. You don't even know alchemy. You know curse magic.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're not touching this card.
Mm-hmm. So also, when played, if Edward, Eric, or Alphonse is on your field, draw 2 cards. Then place 2 cards from your hand into your sideline.
I don't know. That equivalent exchange is looking kind of nice.
It's looking pretty nice. A draw 2, then discard 2 on top of that. So not only are you filtering to your deck, but you're also getting cards out of your hand into your sideline to utilize their effects to bring them back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you look at his activated man ability, switch to resting, and place 1 card from your life into your sideline. Now, that is a high price to pay, but if you do, you get to look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 character card from among them and add them to your hand, place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. So, essentially, what you're going to be doing is netting yourself 1 card, because you have to place it from your life into your sideline.
Yeah.
So you are going to be netting yourself only 1 card from this effect. However, you don't have to play or place a card from your hand into the sideline after you activate this ability.
Right. This is more so of an equivalent exchange staple, because for one way of looking at equivalent exchange is, okay, I found a card from those things, so I'm going to place 1 from my hand to the sideline, but they're finding a loophole around that by instead taking 1 thing from your life instead of having you discard a card from hand.
Exactly. So I think this might be one of those power plays that people might be sleeping on, just because of the fact that, yes, you are taking a life, 1 card from your life to be able to activate this effect, but it's not a hard once per turn.
Right.
So you can only imagine if you, for some reason, you're playing 4 copies of this. You have, D here.
Me.
You have 4 of them on the field, and let's say you have 5 life, and you just want to and you just want to go crazy with it. Bet I'm gonna go from 5 to 1 life. I'm gonna start cycling through my entire deck basically.
Just cause.
And not only that, you add that 8 energy dress soul, because now you can start playing cards like, say, Scar, for example.
Ah, indeed, Scar. The 5 energy 2 action card. And the funny thing about Scar is that you were probably going to be leaning towards putting him into the Jing side of things. However, with the fact that you can get to that 8 energy pretty consistently, depending on the cards you play and how you play them, Scar will have some benefit to being played. So pretty much you will be playing this character set to active onto your field at a 4K plus level. And when played, you get to choose 1 character on your opponent's front line and switch it to resting. After that, if you have 7 or more energy generation, he gets 1k BP and impact until end of turn, which if you're running the 4 Gate of Truth in your energy line, you will have. Mm-hmm. Not to mention, when you attack, your opponent places 2 cards from their sideline on the bottom of their deck in any order, which is a great way to shut down a lot of decks that revolve around the graveyard.
Exactly. So like say decks like Muzan, for example, you need 20 cards in your sideline or to start doing stuff with Muzan. Nah, take those 2 cards, put them in your deck.
Even more specifically, the decks that are coming up in this set. Or specifically one.
Father!
That guy.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to him soon enough. Mm-hmm. But I think it's probably a good idea to start going into the other deck possibility in yellow, which is the Zing country.
Indeed. Let's go talk about them, shall we?
Exactly. So let's talk about Xiao Mei starting off. Xiao Mei, which is a 0 energy 1 action card, but it has an ability similar to how what was that yellow card from JJK Yellow? Misato, yes, Misato. When Xiao Mei is played, you get to look at the top 3 cards of your deck and reveal up to 1 Mei-chan card from among them and add it to your hand. Of course, place the remaining cards the bottom of your deck in any order, and you add a card to your hand, place one card from your hand into the sideline. Now, unlike just normal draw a card, discard a card, this one you're looking for your main Chong, because we know that main Chong is going to be a really important card, especially in the Zing country or the Zing Affinity archetype of this deck.
Yeah. And let's talk about the main Mei Chang that we're going to be talking about, or that should be talked about, is the 3/1 Raid Mei Chang. And pretty much 3k BP generates 2 energy, but if she is raided, she generates 3 energy. And when you play her, if you play her on the energy line, you get to draw a card as well. Therefore, she replaces herself. And I think this is insane because 1, she's a 3 energy generating card. I think that's insane.
Insane. That, must I remind you, is not a hard commitment to make.
Yeah.
Because think about it, if we look at cards like, say, Unit Maintenance from Kogias, Green, Lancelot, or even the 4/2 Euphemia. Those are hard commitments you have to make just to be able to generate 3 energy.
Yeah.
Versus this Mei-chan right here, whereas, hey, you just need to raid this Mei-chan to your backline in order to get it the 3 energy. And on top of that, it not only replaces itself, but in the sense that you don't raid it, at its worst, it's just a 3k body that generates 2 energy.
Yeah, you can just play her on the front line and she generates 2 energy. I mean, energy line, and she just plays 2 energy. So that's insane.
Exactly. So overall, it's a simple card, but yet such a good design onto the card with what the game plan of the Zing Affinity art deck is about.
So, Lanfan, 2 energy, 1 action, 3k plus BP. This character gains all of these abilities listed below if you have the required amount of energy generation. And considering how this deck is huge in energy generation, you will be hitting these energy generations very easily. So first up, at 5 or more, she gets 500 BP. Then at 6 or more, she can't be blocked by a character with 4k or more BP. At 3,500, that's pretty good. And at 7 or more, when played, you may pay an action point to switch her to active to instantly start swinging with her.
Now, only temporary, not looking at the 5 or the 6 energy cost abilities, but looking at the 7 energy cost ability, if you know it's the when played.
Yes.
So this leaves the option up available when we go over another card. When played can happen, or it's an effect that can happen not only on our turn, but also on our opponent's turn.
Indeed.
So we'll leave it at that until we get to the card that actually truly dictates the powerhouse, how much of a powerhouse this card is. But if we look back onto the 5 energy or more generation, it comes onto the field as a 3,500 beater.
Yeah.
Which for 2 energy, 1 AP, pretty damn good if I do say so myself. And not only that, if it has 6k or more, if you have 6 or more energy generation, it can't be blocked by characters for 4k or more BP. So, as a ninja, as Lei Fan is, you know, especially when she gets that mechanical arm, she's smoothing, slipping, sliding everywhere, darting across the field, she can't be touched. You ain't touching her. That's why. That's why. And we're looking at the 1 energy, 1 AP La Fan. She's sad. I'm pretty sure we know why she's sad. Someone died. Someone important to her died. Spoilers.
It was me.
Huh? That's tragic. I'm sorry. But anyways, when played, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 Zing Affinity card from among them and add it to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order, and you add a card to your hand, place a card from your hand into the sideline. Another good way to be able to dig through your deck to find your Zing Affinity cards, especially your 2/1 Lei Fans, since of course, again, it's another...
I just felt you look at me after that. I was pretending to be dead because I said that I was an important person that died. So.
Okay.
I'm sorry, continue. I'm so sorry.
I'm done reading the card.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
another searcher. We all know what searchers do. That's it. Next
Searcher
card.
search.
Exactly.
All right, let's talk about greed. Because clearly I'm getting a little greedy with these jokes. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
The door's right there.
This is my house.
I don't care.
You can leave.
Huh?
Yeah, you heard me.
Huh? I'll leave through the window, thank you.
Do it.
Huh?
You won't.
You're right, I won't.
Exactly.
We're on the 2nd floor, that's why.
All right, Ling Yao is who greed will raid on top of. This character will gain 1k BP when raided, and when played, this character gains your opponent must block this character's attacks if able until end of turn, which is phenomenal because now, if he swings, your opponent has to block.
They have to block. And they're going to be blocking a 5k beater.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're taking all 5k to the face. Pause.
And then when he dies, you may place one card from your hand into the sideline. And if you do, play up to one Ling Yao card with 4 or less required energy and 1 AP cost from your sideline set to resting onto your field.
So when he dies, he's going to be triggering off a chain reaction. Because after your greed dies, you're going to go ahead and play your Ling Yao, which one of the Ling Yaos that we definitely want to bring back onto the field is
4/1 Ling Yao at 4k BP.
Yep. And also a color trigger too. Yep. And when this character gains all the abilities to pull, you have require energy generation. At 6 or more when played, you get to draw up to 1 card.
Which is great. You get to instantly draw a card off of greed dying.
Mm-hmm. And then also with 7 or more when attacking, you can choose up to 1 other Zing Affinity card on your field. Against this character cannot be blocked by a character with 4k or more BP until the end of turn.
Which is really good. This card definitely has some good benefits to it because, when attacking and then also when played, you get to draw a card. But I think the card you meant to bring up.
Yeah, the card I meant to bring
was
out
the other Ling Yao. That's right. We actually have 2 Ling Yaos. That one's really good, but this one is the chain reaction. When played, play up to 1 yellow card with 2 or less required energy, 1 AP cost, and Zing Affinity from your hand set resting onto your field.
And if I remember correctly, we did go over a Zing Affinity card with 2 energy, 1 AP. That was Lei Fong, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what does Lei Fong do when played? You get to pay what? 1 AP?
Yep.
And switch
as long as you have the 7 energy.
As long as you have the 7 energy, you pay 1 AP, you can switch to the active.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say you need to block some bodies on your opponent's side. Let's say you don't use all your APs on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Do I smell you activated my trap card? I think someone activated your trap card, man.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because
maybe that's not even the full trap card.
Maybe there are more traps to be played. But anywho, like I said, this is the chain reaction that we were talking about, whereas you maintain 1 AP up on your opponent's field while you have a greed on your field and it somehow dies, chain reaction, go into your Ling Yao, into your Lei Fong, pay an AP, switch to active.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And the same thing works with Alphonse actually when you go to the Elric brothers, because if you end up getting hit in life for the 4/1 raid that's not part of the starter deck, the regular one, then you pretty much get to use the win plate of the Alphonse, bring out the 4/1 Alphonse, and then be able to pay the 1 action point to get the extra benefits off of that.
Exactly. So again, just in yellow in general with Full Metal Alchemist, there is a benefit to leaving AP up on your opponent's side of the field. So again, they can just trigger a chain reaction on your side to bring more bodies, to bring additional blockers, or to just, again, have more pressure to swing on your follow-up turn.
You get a little chance to fight back.
Yeah. We like to fight back. We love fighting back.
All right, and let's wrap things up with yellow with some of the event cards that are going to be important. Number 1 is, well, frankly, auto mail. That's right. My entire arm is made out of metal. And pretty much when it is made out of metal, I get to choose 1 character on my field to gain 2k BP. Sorry, that's just a lot of BP to gain. Until the end of the turn. And if that chosen character just so happened to be Edward Elric, the eldest of the Elric brothers, despite the fact that his stature may be a little bit
he's not
lesser than others, he will also gain impact. Or your choice of damage 2. Which means you get the option of how you want to deal damage to your opponent.
Exactly.
You can either break through with impact, or hey, your board's empty. Damage 2.
I'm gonna start swinging. So it's not only a good way to apply that additional bit of pressure, it's also a pretty good way to close out games too.
Yep.
Yeah, and like we've seen with cards like this in the past, this is like a good staple to run as like a 2-of. That way you can top deck this card, you have your Elric onto the field, be like, all right, bet, I need to close out this game. Boom, auto mail. I'm made of metal. What's up?
Not to mention your lesser Edwards, it doesn't even have to be your raid Edwards. Your lesser Edwards will also gain the 2k BP, which again is insane, as well as the impact or damage 2. So you could use this very early game to get some quick damage 2 damage off if you needed to. Exactly.
Your opponent is caught lacking, like, oh, you don't have creatures up front thinking you're safe? Nah, fam, I'm about to hit you with damage 2. That's your mistake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, honestly, people are always wondering, if I have to choose between impact 1 and damage 2, why do I have to choose?
Why do you have to choose?
Pull up the card.
That completely flew over my head. I'm not going to sit here and hold you.
So, why do I have to choose? You get to choose one of these abilities listed below. But why do you have to choose? If Alphonse is on your field, you don't have to. Look at the top 3 cards in your deck, place any of them on top and the rest on the bottom in any order, and then draw 2 cards.
I'm still on the fact that the joke flew over.
It's okay. It happens.
It happens. But yeah, that's pretty powerful. You're basically looking at like, what is it? Scry 3, then draw 2?
Yeah.
Yep, essentially. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna look at the top 3 cards in my deck. I like these 2 cards. I'm gonna keep both of them up and draw them.
Yeah.
Or I don't like none of these cards. I'm gonna put them all on the bottom. I'm gonna draw brand new cards that I probably wouldn't need.
Yeah.
So literally, you have a potential to look 5 cards deep into your deck.
Yes, and it is phenomenal, especially considering this also has a draw trigger.
Oh, this has a draw trigger. So you best believe we're gonna be playing this as a 4 of.
Very cutely, though.
Very cutely 4 of. No, like to be cute around here. What the freak?
It just can't handle my cuteness.
It just can't handle it.
All right, moving over to blue, shall we?
Yeah, let's move on to blue. What's the first blue card on our list?
Well, the first blue card is the man, the myth, the snapping legend himself.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Definitely not Edward.
Yeah, I know. Edward was first last time. Now it's time for the man to step forward.
Yeah, this
Roy
man.
Mustang.
Mustang.
5 energy.
5 energy.
1 action.
1 action.
1 glove in my mouth.
1 glove in his
1
mouth.
glove on my hand.
He's getting ready.
1 snap to end it all.
Snippity snap snap.
If I have no cards in my hand, he gains impact 1. When I play him, I may draw a card. And then my favorite part, when attacking, I get to place any number of cards from my hand into the sideline. I get to choose 1 character, 1K or less BP on your opponent's front line and sideline it. Every each card placed from my hand into the sideline with this ability, I get to add 1,000 to the BP range of the character that I may choose with this ability. And if I sideline a character with this ability, I may also place 1 card from my hand into the sideline if I do that character's space into a removal area instead.
Basically, you're getting burned and stuff are going to be getting removed from your field. That's essentially what Roy Mustang does.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be pulling up in a Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
I'm headcanon that Roy Mustang owns a Mustang.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Probably a GT as well.
I believe that he owns every single version of any Mustang out there.
He probably owns a GT, a Bullet, probably a Roush. After becoming the General, he definitely owns a Roush.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to all my car fans out there. D's not a car fan.
I don't know much about them. But on the bright side, Roy Mustang is going to be kind of fun to play with. I can't wait for him to come out. I'm not sure how great he's going to be because I do know that some people were dogging him. I've been faithful to him. So, I don't know. If you want proof, check out the video where I talked about him for the first time. So, I'm burning you first.
What are you talking about?
I'm burning you first.
I don't know what you mean.
Let's move on to this other Roy Mustang so we can talk a little bit about some of the support. That's right, the 4/1 Roy Mustang. During my turn, if I have 2 or less cards in my hand, he gains 1k BP, which is great considering the fact that I will literally burn away my entire hand on raid Roy Mustang attacking. Meaning that this Roy Mustang will be, as R just held up, 5k BP.
Yeah.
And then when attacking, if I have no cards in my hand after I burned them all on you, I get to draw up to 1 card.
So I'm just gonna build that hand right back up, 1 card at a time, by swinging at your face for 5k BP.
Yeah.
Exactly. Deal with that. Let's talk to the hand.
Roy Mustang is very fun. And I feel like it's only right to go to one of the cards that is going to be supporting him probably the most, and that's going to be Riza Hawkeye.
Riza Hawkeye, one of the other best girls in the series. You know, you love to see it. All right, let's look a little bit at what Riza Hawkeye is capable of.
Yeah.
When played, you can choose up to 1 character with 1,500 or more BP on your opponent's front line, and it loses 1k BP until the end of turn. Then you get to look at the top 4 cards of your deck, place up to 1 of them on top of your deck, the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. So this is a really good setup card for Roy Mustang, because not only are you decreasing 1 of the BPs of your opponent's characters by 1,000 to set up your Roy Mustang for his snap rapid fire plays, you also get the additional effect where it's like now you're going to be drawing a card. Now that card that you choose to leave up top or place at the bottom of the deck, you now get to put that card into your hand if it's a card that you want to use.
Yay.
Next, if we look about to activate the main effect, once per turn, you can choose up to 1 character with 1,500 more BP on your opponent's front line. It loses 1k BP till the end of turn. So, twice.
Yeah.
Twice you can decrease people's BP. So, if you have that nice 5K enemy on the enemy's field that's like, hey, I'm sitting pretty, you can't touch me, you used all your kill cards. Nah, I got reset out on the field. Drop that down to a 3K. I'm gonna follow up with Mustang. You're just gonna get, it's barbecue.
Yeah.
You're getting put onto the barbecue, bro.
Let's just say it won't be raining when I go up against you.
Exactly.
Because his powers don't work well in the rain because it's like fire. So
it's like,
so when it's raining, it's like it's worse. But for me, it'll be like sunny out because there won't be rain because I'll be dominating the competition is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, like you ever had steamed crab before?
Let's just talk about the other reason. I can't. I stuttered too much. I'm already cooked.
It's all good.
I'm cooked like my opponents when I play Roy.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, it's a barbecue. Getting grilled hamburgers, right?
Oh, I like grilled hamburgers.
I like them. I like them better than hot dogs. Honestly, I'm a hamburger person myself.
I've always been a hamburger guy.
Yeah. Like let us know down in the comments.
Actually, yeah, that's gonna be the topic for the comments. Are you a hot dog person or a hamburger person?
If you're a hot dog person,
if you say cheeseburger, that's fine too. I don't really care as long as it's meat bun burger. Good. Hot dog. You know what? That's your personal preference.
You do you.
I just might not vibe with that.
I wouldn't be putting a hot dog in my mouth. I'm just saying.
I mean, I do sometimes.
Sometimes, but
like
not all the time.
Yeah, I'm more of a burger guy. I'd rather go out and get We're getting off topic. Riza Hawkeye. All right. When played, you get to look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Place any of them on top and then the rest on the bottom. You scry 2 with a draw trigger. I like it.
Exactly. So again, you just more setup for your Roy Mustang.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really good combos. They're a pair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there's one other card that supports very well. And that's Edward Elric, the card that we skipped over at the start because I wanted to talk about Roy first. When played, you may add 1 card from your life to your hand, which is nice. And if you do, switch this character to active. And this is a 4/1, right?
Yep. This is a 4/1.
Yep, so a 4/1 where I get to add a card from life to hand to switch them to active. Pretty good. And on main phase, I can place 2 cards from my hand to the sideline to weaken my hand state to get closer to no cards in my hand to get impact with my Roy Mustang, for example. And once returned, this character will also gain impact until end of the turn.
Exactly. So you are getting rid of cards, but with good purpose. Mm-hmm. Good with reason, and of course, going back to that whole concept of equivalent exchange. Fitting to the theme of Full Metal Alchemist.
And you know what? Let's go talk about a good friend of ours. A good friend that did not deserve to die yet. Maze. Spoiler.
Nah. Brotherhood's been out for well over 15 years. You haven't watched Brotherhood, that's on you, man. That's on you.
I haven't watched Brotherhood. No, I'm joking. All right, activate main. Place 1 card from your hand to the sideline. Once returned, this character gains 1k BP till end of turn. Okay, cool. I get to weaken my hand a little bit for, obvious reasons. And when he dies, if you have 2 or less cards in your hand, draw a card.
Just draw a card.
Pretty nice.
Plus, he generates 2 AP on the back line, and he can become a potential 4K beater.
Yeah.
He's a color trigger. As you know,
blue color's like all right.
It's all right.
It's nothing crazy.
But
I definitely see you running Maze. Maybe not as a 4 of, maybe as a 2 of, but you cannot turn down that smile.
Yeah, that's a nice happy spot. You know what? Just for the smile alone, I'm gonna do a 4 of.
Okay.
Just flipping cuz.
And I do want to go ahead and talk about the event card while Roy Mustang is still fresh on our mind. And the main event card that is going to be played with it outside of the kill card is the military is in trouble. That's right. You get to draw 2 cards, and if you have only 2 cards in your hand, draw an additional card. Now, this helps you go through your deck very quickly, but it also does something else.
What does it do?
It allows you to draw cards.
3 cards at that. Which again, you can also use to
kill.
Roy Mustang, snippity snap snap.
Kill.
More cards in your hand.
Kill.
We're killing things.
Kill.
Kill.
And also with Edward Elric and May's abilities to be able to lower the amount of cards in your hand consistently, then using this card, you're constantly going to be drawing 3 cards after you empty your hand out before the attack phase happens with Roy Mustang.
Exactly. So it's just a good card. Yeah. It's a good card, and you definitely gonna be playing it as a as a 4 But let's jump into the other variant of blue, shall we?
Yes, let's talk about the lady in charge, Olivia Mira Armstrong. 4K BP.
4K BP at 6 energy, 1 action.
That's a lot of energy to have.
Yeah, but when she's played, kind of similar to how Yamamoto plays, switch all Briggs Affinity cards on your field to active.
Oh.
So, if you save her last and you bring her out on the field, all those characters you played onto the front line that were rested, they're switching to active.
Oh.
And they're gonna start swinging.
So even if my opponent were to switch one of my characters to resting and leave them set to resting on their turn, they would be switched to active in this situation?
I believe so.
That's pretty sick.
That is pretty sick indeed. And not only that, she also has a when attacking ability that you may place 1 card from your hand into your sideline, and if you do, choose up to 1 character on your field with 2 or more base AP costs and switch it to active.
So I get another attack in addition?
Exactly. And I think we play a lot of 2 AP cards in this deck.
I think so too.
I think so very. One of them being her little brother.
Alex
Louis Armstrong.
I like that guy. 5 energy, 2 action?
5 energy, 2 action. And as you know, as we all say, we gotta ask the question, is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
Let's look and see. Damage 2.
Damage 2 is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
He doesn't come in active, which is a little sad.
It's a little sad, but we're basing it off of Olivia's ability to turn 2 AP cards to active, or even, turn 2 AP cards to active, because it's not a Briggs Affinity. Keep that in mind, y'all.
Yep.
You also, once per turn, when this card attacks and wins the battle, draw 2 cards.
I get to draw a card?
You get to draw not just a card, 2 cards. Yeah.
1 for each AP cost.
Exactly. So now your opponent is left to make a nice little difficult decision. Do they want to take the 2 AP, or do they want to give you 2 extra cards in your hand?
So what you're saying is that I can attack with Alex Louis Armstrong, win a battle, get 2 additional cards, and then my Roy Mustang kill ability is even bigger than it was before?
Oh snap, you might be cooking something. Oh snap.
All my One Piece fans get that. I'm sorry I don't have a beard right now, though. I'm sorry about that one. But
I got a beard.
Well, you're not Zehahaing, I am.
Huh? I mean,
you can say haha.
I can't do it anymore.
Go ahead, Zehaha. Yeah. But yeah, I think this card is worth it, only because he has the support cards to help him out.
Exactly. Like maybe if it's by himself, it could be meh. It could be on the alright stage. But the fact that you can't bring it out active on the same turn that you play it because of all the Briggs and other support cards that exist, I think that does put it towards that upper echelon of being a pretty good card.
I agree.
Anyways, we got these. We got the other color trigger in blue, the 3 energy, 1 AP cost, Olivia Mira Armstrong, which, when played, if a card with 2 or more base AP cards has been played onto your field this turn, choose up to 1 of your AP cards and switch it to active. Basically, your 2 AP Armstrong just became 1 AP.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. That's pretty good.
So, think of it this way. You play your Armstrong first. Then you play this Olivia. The Olivia restamps one of your AP. So now you're back from 1 AP to 2 AP. You now raid the other Olivia, because chances are you play this on the back line. Now you switch that Armstrong to active. You still got 1 AP left to work with. Wait, do you?
No.
No.
Because you had to play a 2 or more.
Oh yeah, you're right. Forget that last part. But basically, you get a 3 card play, you get your Armstrong set to active onto your field. On top of that, you also get your Olivia, plus any other bridge cards you have on the front line that are rested. So let's say you use your 2 AP restand card to further extend your plays. You got yourself a nice beefy up play to make.
And honestly, being able to get just a 3-card play off after playing a 2 AP card without having to use a restand, one of your final cards to use, pretty good. That makes the 2 AP cards very strong, because usually you're always questioning yourself, do I really want to spend 2 AP to play this one card? Now it's like, okay, I'm going to spend my 2 AP to use one card, use 1 AP to play Olivier, get that 1 AP back, and then be able to play something else, which is pretty insane.
Pretty insane. And as we saw in, like, say, the Blue Bleach Rukia deck, where they started the trend of like, hey, we know we play a lot of 2 AP cards in the deck, but you want to play all these 2 AP cards because they're basically either going A, make other cards free, or 2, going to restand themselves back up, as we saw them. So I like how they're continuing this trend with 2 AP cards and actually bringing more use to them and making people having more of an incentive to use them versus just seeing it and be like, okay, it's all right. I don't know if I'm gonna play it as a like 3 or 4 of though, because it's 2 AP. I can use that AP for other stuff. But to be able to restand other AP or to make other cards cost practically free, I think that's a pretty good trade-off for paying a high amount of 2 AP cards in your deck.
I agree. So next up is our last 2 action point character, Buccaneer. If you have 3 or more Briggs Affinity cards on your field, you get to reduce his AP cost by 1 while it's in your hand.
So basically, he just becomes 1 AP at that point. Again.
So I play a 1 AP card, play the Olivier, get the AP back, I still have 2 AP.
Oh, snap.
Which means I could play 4 Briggs and then get a... Okay, we're not on that card yet.
But that's crazy.
Activate main. Once per turn, this character gains 1 KBP, impact, and at the end of your opponent's attack phase, sideline this character, and then draw a card until the start of your next turn. Which I think is pretty good, because if you activate this ability to give him 1 KBP and impact, first of all, he gets 1 KBP and impact. He's a 5 KBP character with impact. He's able to get through and definitely deal some damage to your opponent, or it gets rid of their nullify impact character. Either way, it's still pretty good. But also, it's a free block on your opponent's turn, because he still keeps the 5 KBP going into their turn.
Yep.
Not to mention, if they kill it with the kill card, that's a wasted kill, or not really a wasted kill card, but it's a kill card on this character that's about to die anyways. But also, when this character does die at the end of your opponent's attack phase, at the end of their attack phase, meaning that you can still get the block off with him, you get to draw a card.
Yeah. You get to draw a card. So not only does it die, it replaces itself.
Yeah.
So now you have another thing to, like, say, bring out, or you draw into another Buccaneer.
Yep.
All right, you dealt with this one.
Cool.
How about you gonna do
What are you gonna do about the second one?
Just a second
That's
one?
a moderate reference.
Yes. You know, when he
dropped the meteor,
the big rock.
And then they all like worked hard to stop it, and they're like, oh yeah, we did it, we stopped the meteor. And then Mario's like, oh wow, that was pretty impressive, you guys are freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Did not expect that. So how about a second? Huh?
Exactly. It's like when you're in college and you have the final exam and you barely pass it, and then your teacher hits you with the
hidden fees. The hidden fees.
I'm about to say the 20-page report. But
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That is a definite surprise.
But yeah, we think Buccaneer is a very, very good card, and Briggs Affinity too. So a lot of synergy with Olivier.
Yeah. And as I was mentioning earlier to R privately, kind of quietly, I don't know if the mic picked it up. If it did, I'll probably leave it in. If not, I don't know. But Fort Briggs, 3 energy, 2 action sight that generates 2 energy. When played, reduce the AP cost of the next Briggs Affinity card you use from your hand this turn by 1. So pretty much what I was saying to R was you play Buccaneer for 1 AP, you have 2 left, then you play the Olivier, go down to 1, but her ability means you go back up to 2, because if you play a character with base BP of 2 or more, which Buccaneer is, then you get to restand an AP. Anyways, then you get to, you have 2 action points left, and then you can use those 2 action points to play Fort Briggs. And then with Fort Briggs, after that, you get to reduce the AP cost of the next Briggs Affinity card you use from your hand this turn by 1. So first of all, if you have another Buccaneer, he goes down to 1. And then with Fort Briggs, he goes down to 0. So you get to play 2 Buccaneers. Or you can play a 1 AP card that is Briggs Affinity for freezies.
Like Olivier, the raid one.
Yeah.
And then restand your AP.
Yeah.
And now you got more AP. Oh, snap.
No, because you can only activate it once per turn.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But still.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're getting a lot. You're getting
Yeah.
more than one AP out of these plays.
I mean, yeah.
out of more than 3, I should say.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That's kind of
Easily.
stupid. Yeah. Yeah. Again.
Also, it has an activate main ability. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say once again, it's like how Esper Sisters try to be like, oh, we're just gonna have you restand AP, right? Just bringing back your finals. No, we're not going to, again, promote this toxic gameplay of just, oh, I'm just gonna restand AP, restand AP, restand AP, just from recycling your restand AP cards over and over again. No, we're actually going to incorporate the mechanic into the actual cards themselves.
Right.
And in this case, it makes it more skill based because now it's more the lines that it's now more works in lines how you sequence your cards to maximize utilizing more of your AP versus just, oh, I'm just going to utilize this effect to just bring back this event card, keep using it over and over again.
Yeah.
I like the creativity behind it. And like I said, I love that they're continuing this trend with trying to balance and innovate how the cards are made.
Yeah.
So yeah, the activate main ability.
You get to switch this card to resting, and you can only activate this ability if a card with 2 or more base AP has been played onto your field this turn. You get to draw a card. And you only get to activate this ability 1 time each turn.
But I think that's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I get an extra card. That's pretty insane.
Exactly, especially when you're gonna start sequencing your card strategy with all the Briggs and with the Alex Armstrong and whatnot. Just to be able to draw that extra card, who knows? That card could be your Buccaneer that you were looking for, or it could be your Armstrong that you were looking for, or it could be that Olivia that you were looking for to complete your combo plays.
Or I can put it into my Roy Mustang deck when I play Alex Louis Armstrong, just to have in my backline constantly generating 2 AP. And then when I play Alex Louis Armstrong, I can switch to resting and get an extra card draw to extend my range even further to get another kill. We should move on to purple now.
Yeah, we should move on to purple. Starting off with the one card that you definitely want to get.
Make sure you get this card.
Make sure you get this card. Anyways, on to the next card. Starting off.
In the words of the infamous Dragon Ball Z character, Trunks,
Fire!
So for 4 energy, 2 action, you get Father. This card can only be played if you have 20 or more cards in your sideline, like Muzan.
Like Michael Jackson.
Indeed. And if there are no cards on your field with the same card number as this card, meaning you cannot play this, you cannot have 2 of this card on the field.
Only one. There can be only one. Those who know that reference.
Indeed. I understand it.
You understand it?
I understand it now.
Okay.
Play this character set to active onto your field, which is good because he has double attack, meaning that you instantly get 2 attacks off the second he's played.
Let's point this out. That's a permanent double attack on this card.
Yeah.
At 5k BP.
It's not a until end of turn when played. It's a I am Father, I'm hitting you twice just because I can.
Just because he can. At 5k BP, not 2 or 3k BP, as we saw with other NA double attack cards, straight up 5k BP. That's insane.
It is. Not to mention, when he's played, you can just kill a character on your opponent's front line.
So not only is a 5k double hit beater, it's also a kill spell on top of that.
Yeah. Meaning you don't necessarily need a kill card, because he will be the kill card, but you can kill something with this card as if it were a kill card.
Exactly. Now,
Card kill.
Yeah, card kill. Now we look at the activate main. If it's in the sideline, you can only activate this ability. You have 20 or more cards into your sideline, which of course we know that purple is going to be really good at doing these type of things.
Yay!
Place 3 purple cards from your hand into the sideline, and if you do, it's all right. Add this card from your sideline to your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's going to be a lot of cards that we want to put from our hand into our sideline if we keep going to what purple has to offer.
I think you may be right. Just a hunch off of it being purple.
Exactly. So let's look what one of the purple cards, shall we?
Indeed.
Yeah, so we're going to look at one of my most anticipated cards out of the set.
The card that he lusts over.
It's going to be Lust. I don't know if you guys knew that, but just look at her. Just pay attention to her on the screen. I don't know if I'm looking in the right direction.
I'm now going to purposely put her on the other side.
That's crazy. I'm just looking at a whole edge of a monitor at this point.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You're welcome.
But anyways, Lust. When played, I get to draw 2 cards and place 2 cards from my hand to the sideline. Then, if I have 10 or more cards on my sideline, I get to draw an additional card.
Which is pretty insane.
Yeah, that's basically like Graceful Charity, you guys know from Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's really good card advantage.
Really great card advantage while also fueling the sideline at the same time.
Exactly.
Not only that, she also has a win sideline ability. You can return up to 1 base card of this rated character to your hand. Yeah.
That's sick. Because looking at, there are 2 Lust cards that aren't rateable that you're going to be able to add back, but one of the most valuable ones that you would want to add is the 3/1 Lust with a color trigger. That's right, this Lust has an ability that when she's played, by the way, she does generate 2 energy, which is pretty sick. When played, you get to look at the top card of your deck. If it's homunculus, you may reveal it and add it to your hand. Otherwise, you place it on the top of your deck or into your sideline. Basically, you get to add the homunculus that will obviously possibly more times than not be on top of your deck to your hand. And if it's not, put that thing into the sideline, please, because you can fuel your sideline and get farther out a little bit quicker.
Father!
What he said.
Exactly. Plus, it's Lust, it's a color trigger, we love to see it, and it generates 2 AP for only 1 AP.
Indeed.
Generates 2 energy for 1 AP, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still pretty good. Look at that smile. Look at that innocent smile.
I don't think that's an innocent smile.
I think it's a pretty nice smile, if you ask me.
I think I'm pretty envious of that smile, actually.
Pretty envious of that smile? Well, there's only one person who's envious of a smile.
Is it Pride?
I don't think Pride is far from envious.
No, it is Envy. Envy, when played, this character gains impact until the end of the turn.
All my homies hate Envy.
Understandable, though. Completely understandable.
100% understandable.
But think about it. When you attack with Envy, you get to draw a card and then place one from your hand into the sideline.
All my homies still hate Envy.
Okay, then how about this? When he's sidelined, you get to choose up to 1 character on your opponent's front line and switch it to resting. 1 less attack.
All my homies are about Envy.
Yeah, we're about Envy.
About Envy. Let's go.
We missed that.
We sure missed that.
Nah, but I'm gonna edit it in to make it look like we totally landed it.
Oh, heck yeah. But yeah, not only that, we also got some other cards from Envy, I think.
Yeah, the main card that Envy has that's not his raid version is, of course, the 2 energy 1 action Envy. That says your character cards with raid can perform raid on this character, which is great because you may not necessarily run as much raid fodder for other characters as you may need to in order to build your deck properly and make sure ratios are good and everything. So this Envy does help be a cute little scapegoat for you to use. Also, when played, if you have 10 or more cards in your sideline, you get to choose up to 1 character with 3 careless PP on your opponent's front line and switch it to resting. 3 careless, it's not really hitting much, let's be honest. But if it does, it does. And look, that's 1 less block your opponent has.
Exactly. One less blocker, you can just slip and slide up in there. I mean, I'm just saying. Plus, yeah, we about Envy.
Look at that innocent smile.
That smile is far from freaking innocent. We all know there's nothing innocent about that smile.
What do you mean?
Look me in the eyes and say me that smile is innocent.
That smile is innocent.
Look it in the eyes and tell me it's innocent. Don't look at the screen. Look at the card that's on the other screen that the people are looking at. I swear you put it on that other screen, I'm gonna be so pressed. Don't put it on that screen over there. Don't put it on that side.
It's not.
Huh?
It's not.
It's not? It's not? It's gonna be right there?
No.
It's not, so where's it's gonna be? You mother flipper. Anyways, next card on the list. You know what? I don't think my pride can take that, you know? As such.
That was so forced. I'm joking. It's because all my jokes are forced. I had to call someone else out on being
crazy.
forced. I'm so sorry.
Where's Sloth at? We're gonna look at Sloth instead. Nah, this card's trash.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know. I feel like Sloth was kind of a lazy card design.
Yeah, what What the freak?
Because he's sloth. Lazy. Woo! I'm on a roll. 3 energy, 1 action, Pride.
Pride.
For 3 energy, 1 action, activate main once per turn. Sideline 1 Kimberly Soft J Kim. My mind just had a stroke trying to read that. I don't know why. It's like so simple too. I don't know why my brain just couldn't.
There's nothing simple of how that sentence is structured.
Sideline 1 that guy or 1 character with 4 or more required energy on your field. If you do, draw a card and then give this character 2k BP and impact until end of turn. Which I think it's good. He becomes a 5k BP character with impact at 2 energy generation, so you could like slide him to the front line and like, or you can leave him in the energy line to generate energy, but when you need him to, you can move him to the front line, kill off the other character and stuff. But the characters that you can kill off are pretty wide and various in what you can do, such as Lust, which allows you to get another Lust from the bottom, the card that is back to hand, and Envy, which allows you to rest an opponent's card, which since you're using it on your turn, you're resting an opponent's blocker. And you get to choose the card that gets rested, meaning you can choose to rest their double blocker. You can choose to rest their 5k BP character.
Yeah.
You can choose to rest anything, is what I'm trying to get at.
Exactly. So you can just rest something and you just start swinging to just get in. That's just what you do. You just swing, you get in. Actually, I want to double check. Is it only on the front line?
No.
On your field. So even on the energy line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you have that nice little fodder chilling on your energy line or something. Like, I'm going to just kill it.
Yeah.
Sideline, like I said, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, I mean, let's go talk about Bradley, shall we?
Yeah.
Mr. Jugamo himself.
Let's talk about Mr. Jugamo himself, King Bradley.
Mind you, this is the most expensive card that you will be looking for, so 6 energy. And if you don't run him, then your most expensive card likely is going to be the 4 energy for Father and Lust and Envy, essentially. So if you are running Pride and you're killing cards off in your energy line, that's fine as long as you're not running King Bradley, since a lot of cards in purple are generating 2 energy, because a lot of the cards we went over generate 2 energy. So anyways, let's talk about Mr. Jugamo himself.
Yes.
This character gains 500 BP and Sugaimatsu and till the end of the turn when he is played. Sugaimatsu, it doesn't mean double attack. I just said it because of the joke. 500 BP and double attack. Activate main, if on the front line, once per turn, choose 1 character on your opponent's front line to lose 1k BP until end of turn, which is insane considering he is a 4500 BP character, and most of the strongest characters in the game hit 5k BP, which means after they lose 1k BP, he's going to be able to double attack freely because nothing will be able to block him.
Exactly. So be ready, folks. Mr. Jugamo is coming.
Indeed.
And of course, you know, we gotta do a nice little honor mention to Kimberly, Soft J Kimberly.
Yeah, see, it messes with your brain.
Yes, anyways.
When played, choose out 1 character with 3k less BP on your opponent's front line and kill it.
I mean, it's all right. All
right, I read the boring part. You read the cool part.
All right. Place 1 Philosopher's Stone card from your sideline into your removal area. And if you do, this character gains impact. And for those of you who don't know, the Philosopher's Stone card is basically your restand AP card for purple. So again, this also provides another bit of utility to your restand AP card after it hits the sideline, to where, okay, since I already used it, now I'm going to remove it from play so I can give my Kimberly, I'm not saying that other part, impact 1.
Indeed.
But that's not the only time you're going to be using Philosopher's Stone outside of the game. Or I should say outside of your hand.
Yeah, I was about to say, would it just also be using Philosopher's Stone? But yeah. I know you mean the other Kimberly. So this Kimberly Sulfate just, oh Jesus. When played, you may place 1 card from your hand into the sideline. Any card. And if you do, draw a card. If that card that you place to the sideline with this ability, however, is Philosopher's Stone, it's 2 cards instead. Again,
that's that high risk, high reward. Do you want to choose to restand your 2 AP cards? Or do you want to draw those 2 extra cards in your deck?
Personally, I'm going to do exactly like Kimberly is doing, and I'm going to take my opponent's Philosopher's Stone and eat it.
Eat it, so we're drawing cards, essentially.
They no longer have a final card to use, and their deck is invalid, and they are now disqualified from the tournament.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like, there's nothing you can do. Nothing.
I also get to draw 2 cards because I ate it. So that's pretty awesome too.
Yeah. It's just great. It's just great. I'm just drawing cards.
Countrywide Transmutation Circle. 1 energy, 1 action site. Activate main, switch to resting, and once per turn, you get to place the top card of your deck into the sideline. And if you have 20 or more cards in your sideline,
draw a card.
I love that.
I love it. A nice, simple, and useful site.
Yep. Doesn't do much other than put the top card of your deck into the sideline. And then once you hit that 20 mark, once Father is playable, you get to draw cards at that point.
Exactly. Plus, it's only 1 energy, 1 AP, so you can get that engine started pretty early, if you ask me.
Yeah, and if you have multiple in your starting hand, your engine's going crazy. You're getting to that 20 or more very quickly.
Exactly, because it's not a hard once per turn.
Nope. Meaning cards like Lust and Envy are going to definitely be valuing, or going to be a lot higher value, because after you start getting the double trigger of this card off, you're able to then get the 2 cards that are shoved into the sideline by Lust, or the 1 card that's shoved in the sideline every single time Envy attacks. Like, you're able to do a lot, and it's great.
I love it.
Now, one thing that does suck though is if this card ends up discarding one of your pretty powerful cards that you absolutely need, it's gonna suck for you, because then your cool cards like your Lust and your Envy are in the sideline. However, with this next card, you get to place the top 2 cards of your deck into the sideline. Then you can add 1 purple card with Homunculus Affinity from your sideline to your hand. Meaning that with this card, Homunculi, which is the plural of Homunculus,
Plural?
you are able to grab your Homunculus that may have accidentally been milled into your sideline to your hand.
Yeah. So that Lust that you were looking for, or that Father that you were trying to get into your hand, say no more. Because Homunculi is going to do that job for you.
Maybe you're all out of pride. Just beat your opponent for 1. Maybe you're all out of envy. Just be envious of your opponent for having more than you. Or you can play this card and not have to worry about that anymore.
Or you could just have a lot of wrath in your heart.
Today's video is sponsored by Homunculi,
where your enemies can become your allies. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Me either. All
right.
Last but not least, no, that's it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, that's it. That's all we had to really talk about. Except for some of the extra cards that you will be getting in the starter deck boxes.
You thought we were done, but we have a little bit more.
So of course, if you want to play set, you're going to have to get 4 starter deck boxes in order to get the entirety of the play sets of these cards. The cards range from, yeah, this card's kind of a must-have, to you can play without this one.
Yeah, it's all right.
An example of you can play without this one is definitely the Roy Mustang. It's a 1 energy, 1 action. It just has Nullify Impact, and if you have no cards in your hand, he gets an extra 1 KBP. It's nothing crazy. You can play without him, but if you get him, it's not a bad thing to add into your deck either.
I mean, he's a draw trigger, and he's 1 energy, so you can help bridge that gap to your higher AP energy cards.
Yeah.
So he's all right.
Yeah.
So you could definitely, I could see him being played like as a 2 of, maybe a 4 of if you're feeling frisky with it.
I guess next up in that list would probably be Armstrong, Alex Louis Armstrong. 4-1, I believe. Yeah, 4-1, damage 2.
He's just a damage 2 vanilla, so nothing special about him.
Yeah, it doesn't do much other than be a damage 2 guy.
Honestly,
he's a threat.
I would play the 2 AP Armstrong over this one, because at least the 2 AP Armstrong will have more of a benefit from
damage 2, and if you win, you get to draw 2. That's pretty insane.
Exactly. I think the only other thing that I would see is the Father here.
Well, the Father is probably the best of the 4 cards, in my opinion.
Yeah, actually, yeah, true. Because, like, have 20 or more cards as impact 1, and when played, play up to 1 card to a less card energy, and 1 AP cost Homunculi's Affinity from the sideline center to the rest of your field. So that's pretty decent.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent. For 2 AP, get 2 cards onto the field. I like that. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, like one of the big cards that you can actually play out outside of Lust, you know, your draw 1, sideline 1, and then be able to raid a Lust later, or I mean, actually right after that, or even be able to bring out your Envy, which lets anyone raid on top of him. Those 2 cards are targetable by Father's ability. So that's why I think Father's one of the best cards, because you're able to hit those other cards that may not be that powerful, but are still something that's going to be helping you out in the long run.
Exactly. And I think lastly, it's just King Bradley, which I haven't really gone over.
Yeah, you pretty much just get to choose one other character on your field, and it cannot be chosen by trigger abilities until end of turn.
Oh, yes.
That card, it is really good. I still think Father's a little bit better, but this one being able to generate 2 energy is also pretty powerful. Pretty much, you can kind of think of it like if you play the 4-2 Father with double attack, you can play this King Bradley right after. Target your 4-2 Father, so that way he can't be targeted by trigger abilities until end of turn, which basically means, hey, you don't even have to attack with Father. You can just sit there looking at your opponent like Father does while you attack with everyone else, and before you even double attack with Father.
Exactly. So pretty much he could just sit there, everybody else attacks, triggering all those life abilities, and then after everything is said and done, then he starts going in for the kill with Father.
Yep.
And he's just looking at you like, why are you in his presence?
Like, are we done here? Like,
who are you?
Yeah.
Quite literally, like, who
I
are
do
you?
not know you.
I do not know.
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Why are you looking at me?
Why? Why? That's kind of weird, bro. Don't stop.
Anyways, weirdo.
Yeah.
It's not like I like you or anything. Baka. I'm joking. I hate tsunderes. I do. I despise tsunderes.
That's crazy.
Tsundere is literally my least favorite type of people.
Honestly,
if I watch a show with a tsundere, I will turn it off.
Honestly.
Well, not all the time.
I mean, not all the time, but
it depends on how it's done.
If the anime is kind of peak though, and that's the only one downside, then all right, bet.
I mean, look at Windbreaker. The main character is a tsundere, and I hate him.
Yeah.
I hate him for being a tsundere. He's so cool when he's not a tsundere, but when he's a tsundere, I despise him.
Yeah, like there's just some tropes in animes that are just like, nah.
Yeah, some tropes just aren't for people. You know?
Like I'm gonna be real. As I grown older as a person, I'm not into harems anymore. Like
yeah,
like I'm just not a harem.
They're just like, eh.
I'm like, all right. I watched my high school DxD in the past. We know we all watched it for the plot back in the day, but I'm looking for a little bit different plot. All right.
I never watched High School DxD, so
don't watch it.
One of our friends, M, he tried to get me into it.
Oh.
And I watched like the first episode and I had to turn it off because I'm like, I just, what? This is too much for me.
Yeah, like see.
I'm like, no, this is what? No.
Nah. See, when we were like teenagers and I'm like, bro, this is it. This is peak. Like,
Sign me up.
Sign me up.
Sign me up.
But now, you know, as we're older, it's like, nah. Like Heron's just.
Like I love me some Rosario plus Vampire. That was peak.
That's peak.
That was some peak anime right there. Yeah. That was peak.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched Rosario plus Vampire, I hope we get Rosario plus Vampire. You need to read a low key. Low key. Yeah. Just don't give me the shots. You know what shots I'm talking about.
Oh,
anyways.
But like I said, we're older now, so you know we got more mature tastes, as you can see. But yeah. Dignified.
Ow.
But anyways, I think that's gonna cover all the key cards that are gonna be in the Full Metal Alchemist set. Indeed. And the possibilities that exist with these couple of decks that you're gonna be able to build.
Now, what deck are you most excited about?
You already know what deck I'm most excited about.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I need you to spell it out for me.
Huh?
I need you to spell it out for me and the viewers here who may not know.
I'm pretty sure they all know.
Nah, I don't think they do.
All right, it starts with an L. You're gonna make me spell it all out.
Oh! Why can't I not remember his name? Ling Yao. Greed. That's cool. That's cool. I'm really glad you want to make that deck.
Yeah, I definitely want to make that deck. I mean, I do want to make the deck, but it's not the main deck that I want to make.
Oh, then what's the main deck you want to make?
It's not in blue, I'll tell you that.
It's not in blue. And it starts with an L. Yeah, it's Ling Yao, right?
Well, Ling Yao is my second most favorite deck, but it's in yellow. It's not in yellow, the deck I really want.
Okay, so it's not in yellow, it's not in blue, and it starts with an L. You're dirty for that, man.
Huh?
You're dirty for that.
What's dirty about it?
You wanna play a deck with that? That's crazy.
Yes, I am playing a deck with that. Guilty as charged.
Little Einsteins, that's wild, man. Imagine if they made a Little Einsteins deck for freaking Union. Please don't.
Please don't.
That'd be so weird. I wouldn't understand how to do that.
I'll actually rage.
I'd actually also be a little upset because it's not an anime property / game property. So seriously though, what deck is it that you're most excited for?
I'm playing Lust.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do that.
Yeah. It's.
But okay, guess what deck I'm most excited for?
Elric.
Yeah, it's Roy Mustang.
Because he drives a Mustang.
Yeah.
Specifically a route.
I don't drive a Mustang. Roy Mustang drives a Mustang.
I mean, I would like to drive a Mustang. Eventually, we'll get there.
One day.
Well, one day. When we're.
If you subscribe.
Yeah.
And like the video. And comment whether you like burgers or hot dogs. Seriously, I do want to know.
I'm actually curious myself, because like say we're burger fellas. I mean, if you like hot dogs, like
all the power to you.
All the power to you.
All the power.
But I'm a burger fella. Yes. Specifically a hamburger, because I can't eat cheese.
Understandable though.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I like not understandable. Like I get him. I feel him on an actual level because his thing about cheese. I love cheese. I eat cheese on everything. Everything.
When he says everything, he means
everything.
Everything.
I eat cheese on chicken. I eat cheese on cheese. I eat cheese on my cheese that has cheese on it. I eat cheese on my ice cream. I eat cheese on my cheese. I eat cheese on my meat. I eat cheese on.
I've been R. This is DJ R Union. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.